in order to edit these marquees, you got to know a few things. So if you're going to change the background image here, let me show you that first. So here we are, this section at the top here where you can see the section is called header dash section. This is the marquee. Okay, let me get rid of this right now. So all of these elements make up the marquee at the top of the page. In order to change the background image, you have to change that 2 locations. One for desktop view, when people are on like their laptops or a desktop computer and they have a very large screen, or you also have to change it in the location for mobile image. And this is like a special exception. Typically, when you just add like an image or a background to your page, you only have to do it, in one location. The marquees have a lot of extra special coding going on to make it so that when you shrink the page like this to mobile view, the image will still be available above the marquee headings and stuff instead of behind it. So in order to change the background image, the first location you have to change it is right here. This is where you would change it for the mobile image. This single image here at the top. Put your mouse over it and look for the edit function. You can see the image that we currently have there right here. I'm gonna click on the plus sign. I'm gonna add an image that we already have in our media library. And I'm gonna select this one right here, this welcome balloon, and make sure that there's alt text in there and it's descriptive enough. Balloon spelling out welcome. Perfect. That's great. But this brings up another point I should have mentioned earlier. Whenever you upload an image, make sure when you save it that you save the name of the file as descriptive as possible as well. For example, we got this from our photography widen collection, just a group of photos available to anybody on campus. And when they save them to that, the file name is based on the date of the photo, location, maybe some description, and it's a long, rambling, lots of dashes, lots of code in the title. That is bad for website images. So always resave it as a description of what that image is. For example, Panther-welcome-events. It doesn't say that it's, welcome balloon spelling out welcome, but that's good enough. It's brief, has the word welcome in it, and that will help tremendously with search engine optimization. And just always try to do that. Change the name to something shorter and more descriptive. But I'm going to change that background image for the mobile to this item. So I'm going to set that image. Here it is. It appears there. It's set up as image full, so it'll take up as much space as it can within the column that it's in. Perfect. Save the change. Watch it change. There, now it's the balloon image. Perfect. Now we have to change it for desktop usage. So we're going to go over here to this edit function for this row. Look for outer floating. That's where this is set up for the background image. For that row, outer floating, we go to edit that row, and then we go to background. And here's the background image that's currently there. We want to make sure that it matches the image that we already put in there for mobile devices. So we're going to click on this, go find the image that we already used, verify alt text is already there, and that the description in the title is perfect. Click on use this image. There we go. We can see it appear here as the background image. The only other thing that you want to be aware of for the desktop background image for the marquee is its image position. You can raise it or lower it in the background of where it's loaded here. For example, if I wanted to raise this image up a little higher so that the laptop sat a little higher up here and it pulled in maybe some more of the magazines down here lower on this in the marquee, you would change this secondary number here and make it like 100%. So if you wanted to lower it on the page, if there was something that was getting cut off at the top of this desktop marquee image, you would lower it by making it a smaller number. So maybe like 30%. Play around with it, save it, and view it on the live page to see, what works best if you have to raise it or lower it. It's a quick enough fix. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need to make this like 80%, make it a little higher so that all the welcome balloons can be visible. I'm going to save that. And then I'm just going to preview this page. Preview the changes here. And see, that looks good. I think that's a good placement for it, making it 80%. I could have made it like 70 and pulled down the C a little bit more, but I think that looks fine for what I'm going for here on this test page.